Hello, my name is Rosa. I am from Ellis Best at Valley View. For today's activity, we will be making an origami rocket ship like the one I have here. The materials that we will need for this rocket ship are some white printing paper, some colorful paper like this one, or some origami paper, any that you may have available. We will also need some crayons, colored pencils, markers, again, any that you have in hand. Last but not least, we will need some scissors. If you need some time to get your materials, that's okay. You can just pause this video and return when you are ready. Now that we are ready and we have all of our materials, we will get started with our rocket ship. The first step is to have a square paper in hand. If we don't have a square paper, that's okay. I will show you how to make one out of regular white printing paper. The first step to begin making our square is to fold our paper like this. We need to make sure the edges match before we crease our paper. And if it didn't match the first time, it's okay. We could just fix it the second time around. And it will look like this. Next, we are going to fold this rectangle on the bottom upward, like this. Next, we are going to slide our fingers from right to left. That's it. Now we are going to flip our paper over to the other side and do the same thing to the other side. Bring that rectangle onto the other side and crease it at the bottom. Once we have done that, we are going to grab our scissors and cut the rectangle off. Now remember, your cuts may or may not be straight, but that's okay. If it's not straight, we could still do the project and just have fun along with it. After we have finished cutting it off, we are going to move our scissor and paper onto the side. We need it for a different activity. We are going to open up our square and we are going to fold it like this. We're going to make another rectangle. You can put your paper on the table and just crease it by sliding your finger from right to left. Perfect. We're going to open up our paper and do the same thing with the other side. Fold it down, make sure the corners meet. Slide your finger from right to left. Perfect. Now we are going to open up our square, and inside our square we will have two smaller squares. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to fold the first two top squares inward like this. So when we fold it inward, we need to make sure that this corner meets the middle, just like this. We could put it on the table and crease it by sliding our finger. Now we are going to do the same thing with the other side. Fold it inward. We need to make sure that it meets with the other one. Need to make sure they match like this. Once we've seen that they match, we crease. And it will look like this. If it's not straight, it's okay. We could just fix it. Perfect. Now we have something that looks like a little house. Now what we are going to do next is we are going to fold this flap inward like this. We need to make sure that it meets the line in the middle. You could do that on your table because it's much easier, and just slide your finger to crease the flap. Once we have done this, we are going to do the same thing with the other side. We're going to fold. Perfect. It will look like this. Now we are going to flip our paper to the other side. Now this step is a little tricky. If you need some time, you could just pause the video and return when you are ready. We are going to flip this flap open. We're going to make sure this line meets the middle line. Like this. You could do it on your table. And then we are going to fold the inside like this. So it should look something like this. And the flap will be open. Now we are going to do the same thing to the other side. We're going to grab our flap. And it should look like this. In the back, it will look something like this. Now at this point, we are going to fold the bottom part onto into this point. Once we have done that, we are going to crease the bottom part. Again, you could do it on the table. And remember, if you need to pause the video at any point to do the folds, you can do that and just return when you are done. Like this. Last but not least, we are going to flip it over and fold these corners to create a triangle. So our goal is to create a little triangle like this. Once we have created that little triangle, we are going to flip it down something like this, as much as you like. Once we have finished creasing, it will look like this. At this point, I want to go ahead and congratulate all of you because we have created an origami rocket. I am so proud of you guys for taking on this challenge. I know doing folds for the first time may be a little difficult, but you all did it and I am very proud. Thank you so much. I enjoyed guiding you guys through this activity. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. And thank you very much for watching this video.